Good morning. My name is Logan Wicker, and I am a counselor at the Northridge Baptist Church of Michigan. I'm here today at the 2015 Big Country Baptist Assembly for Teens here to speak to you about self-image. What is self-image? According to Merriam-Webster.com, self-image is the idea of one's ability, personality, and appearance. An example of self-image would be beauty pageants. The meaning behind beauty pageants are usually for entertainment, they're funny, and they're very dramatic. And as you know, society today they base a lot over drama. Pressures of beauty pageants include, one of the largest questions asked in beauty pageants is, how young is too young? You may be wondering, what is this question asking? Well, the thought that is provoked in my mind by this question is, how young are the girls? What is the recommended age to start dressing them up like older women, and all the amount of makeup that they put on them? It's a lot of work. And this was psychologytoday.com. Pressures. They also get pressures from parents and the host of the TV shows. The beauty pageants set they set an unrealistic image in children's mind, and this later causes depression, anxiety, etc., and which could later lead to many girls getting eating disorders, etc. It creates unhealthy and negative effects on girls, like I said, such as eating disorders and them feeling that they're not wanted or they're not good enough. Beauty pageants also promote hypersexualization, since most of the young girls are judged on appearance more than their talent. Of course, I'm not saying beauty pageants are good because most of them donate to charities, but is it worth ruining a little girl's self-esteem over it? So, behind the curtains. As you can see here, according to the Harms of Child Pageants.com, they use fake eyelashes to enhance their eyes and make them bolder, more beautiful. They use hair extensions to make the hair fuller, more womanizing, and they also use fake teeth as well with a spray tan, and then they cake on the makeup with stripper clothes as well. As you can see here, this is a before and after picture. Now some people think this is okay, it's just dressed up, but it's not. Later in life, these little girls are going to look back and, was I not beautiful enough to win this competition without having to put on this entire show or act? This is not how we want society to make our younger generation of young girls or men feel. This chart shows how women of beauty pageants are judged. It shows for the Miss Universe, etc. Shows the shoulders have to be square, you have to stand up straight, and posture. And it's just hips too wide, shoulder bones. You can't control that. It's your body, and it's not something that can be changed. You were made that way for a reason. Edgar Allan Poe said, "I have no faith in human perfectibility. I think that human exertion will have no appreciable effect upon humanity. Man is now only more active, not more happy nor wise than he was 6,000 years ago." Meaning, there's no such thing as perfect, so why are we striving so hard to be? It's going to lead us down a road of nothing. And then Steve Maraboli states, "There is nothing more rare nor more beautiful than a woman being unapologetically herself, comfortable in her own skin or in her perfect imperfection. To me, this is true essence of beauty." And it is, a more beautiful woman is a woman who is comfortable in her own skin, not the skin that she has to put on because society says you cannot be accepted if you do not look like this or if you do not act like this. Why do we need to change ourselves in order to fit society's needs? There's no such thing as perfect. We are all perfectly imperfect. And we have to accept the fact that we are not going to be perfect. There was only one perfect person, and we are not going to amount up to that, but that's okay because that's how we were made. So we just need to accept the fact and live and just perspire in our uniqueness. How do we see ourselves versus how others see us? In recent Dove ad, FBI forensic artists sketched a series of picture of women based on how they viewed themselves. I have a broad forehead, I have big cheekbones, and then they also did another evaluation of, they sketched how they put them into a room and discussed, and then they did another sketch of how other people view them. The video experience shows that we view ourselves very differently than how others view us. If you think about it, we only see ourselves in a mirror reflection. We do not see ourselves how others see us. I mean, there's no possible way. It's either a picture or a mirror, and that's only a reflection. According to newsdiscovery.com, the result of the self-described portraits were the least attractive than what those of others portrayed of us. And many women around the world would say that they are not beautiful, when in reality they are. It's just society has set such an unrealistic image in everybody's mind that they are actually starting to believe I have to be like this in order to be beautiful, but that is not true. According to KCMcMatterid.worldpress.com, the real truth about beauty. 25% have considered beauty as to be plastic surgery. 47% are related to their body weight being too high. 48% agree that when she feels less beautiful, she feels worse about herself in general, which is true because whenever a woman feels non-beautiful, then they're going to have depression, anxiety, and it's just going to ruin their mood. 60% agreed that society expects too much of women out of their physical attractiveness. 75% wish that media portrayed women in diverse physical attractiveness such as age, size, and shape. 76% wish that female beauty was portrayed in the media as being more than just physical attractiveness, such as if you would notice, I will say this throughout the presentation even more, but a pretty mind, heart, and soul, because those are what really matter. Society's unrealistic expectations. According to Savannah Brown and Grace Wan, society has set such high standards of female beauty that very few can claim themselves beautiful. The media pressures girls into thinking they are not good enough, and they're not able to meet society's standards. But really, what are society's standards? They're always shifting and changing. One day it's like, you're beautiful just the way that you are. The next day it's like, you have to be a twig in order to be beautiful. Whittaker said, I never could see myself as one of the gorgeous girls that I look up to, and I never will. I obviously want to become comfortable, and that's what I strive to do, and soon enough I will. But I will always be insecure. Being insecure is inevitable. We are always insecure about something, whether it's our hair, whether it's our facial features, whether it's our body. We are always insecure about something, and we're just going to learn how to deal with the insecurity and just deal with it. Beauty standards affect how women look at themselves and their peers. Not all women, again, identify themselves as beautiful. What is beauty? Beauty is the quality present in a thing or person that gives intense pleasure or deep satisfaction to the mind. This was by an anonymous junior, and it is completely true. I think beauty is something that everyone has, but in different ways. I also think it has more to do with personality than appearance. Your personality is what makes you beautiful. How you choose to act in situations, and it shows who you are and the true beauty that comes out deeper than the skin. Romans 12:2 says, do not conform to the ways of the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. meaning we should not base our lives or appearances or thoughts on how society thinks we should feel or look. We should base them off of how we want to. Beauty at its finest. Beauty is more than skin deep. Not about having a pretty face nor a pretty body, but it's about having a pretty heart, soul, and mind. I ask you again, what is the meaning of beautiful? My answer for this question is each and every one of you. Thank you. Are there any questions? Yes.
What impacted you to make this presentation? Like, what gave you the idea to make this presentation?
Well, one Sunday in the church that I go to, which is the Northridge Baptist Church in Michigan, it's one of the largest churches in Michigan, and I really love it. It's just one day we had a sermon about how people view themselves, and it really impacted me. There's a lot of people struggling around the world with their image and how society puts unrealistic expectations on women or men in society. We have to live by those standards in order to be accepted by the world, but that is not true. So I wanted to make a change in people's lives by explaining to them that they are wonderful, just the way they are. Thank you.